Hello friends, welcome to iExamB. I'm Satakshi, your English faculty at iExamB, and in this video we will discuss different patterns of fill in the blanks that come in your banking exam. So friends, if you have filled the form of IBPS RRB Scale 2 or IBPS RRB Scale 3, then also these questions will be very beneficial for you, especially for General Banking Officer in Scale 2. And also, if you have filled any other banking form and if you are going to appear for any other such exam, then these patterns will be beneficial in a way that if you go to the exam and you see a new pattern, a pattern that is different from the usual, then the questions will not surprise you and you will be able to handle questions easily. So if you're appearing for any of the banking exams, then this video is a must watch for you. And friends, here we will discuss 9 different patterns. So at least one of the patterns you can expect in either your prelims or your mains in any of your banking exams. So please keep watching and watch it till the end. And also you can download the PDF of this particular video from the description box below. So friends, let's move to the first pattern. Here, this is the regular pattern where we see a sentence given and there is one blank in the sentence and you have to choose the correct option from the correct answer from the options given to you. Right, so now here vocabulary is very beneficial. If your vocabulary is good, then you will be able to solve these questions easily. Also, if you can understand it with the context and then you know which word fits best in the context, that will also help you. So friends, here if we read the sentence, it says if the federal government does not dash a certain part of the law, then the state is responsible for self-governance, right? So here does not what the laws are what regulated, right? So and does not, you cannot have an ED form here, right? Enhancing and regulation and managing, these are the incorrect forms, okay? So regulate is the correct word to be used here. Correct answer here is number 1, regulate. Then moving ahead, this is pattern 2. In this pattern, we see a single blank with 2 options, right? So any of the options can fill these blanks. You have to see that which 2 options fill the blank appropriately. Here, your vocabulary as well as your synonyms play a very important role in solving these questions. Now, when you see the question says, other corrective action that can be dash on banks include special audit, restructuring operations and activation of recovery plan. Now here we see the correct word that can fill this blank is either enforced or imposed, and we see that these 2 are also correct synonyms of each other, right? So B and C is the correct answer here. Option number 4 is the correct answer, right? So these type of questions also come in your banking exams, and these have come earlier also in, I think, 2017, I think they came, right? Now moving ahead. Now moving on to the third pattern. Here we are given one sentence with 2 blanks and you have to fill the correct option as per the blanks, right? So here the order should be the same. That is, in the first blank the first word should come, and in the second blank the second word or the phrase should come. Now here what comes handy is your vocabulary as well as the knowledge of your phrasal verbs, right? So make sure you're equipped with the phrasal verbs as well. So now when we read this sentence, it says Ingmar Bergman, one of the most distinguished filmmakers of his generation, whose melancholic work is often tough to digest but celebrated, still dash audiences as much as he dash critics. So now here we have studied that the rule of subject-verb agreement says that when the subject is singular, the verb should also be singular, right? So mesmerize is plural verb. So option number 4 cannot fit the first blank, right? So we will discard option 4. Now when we see the remaining options, now captivates means to capture someone's attention, right? So still captivates audiences is the correct usage. As much as he puts off his critics, means the critics are not very happy, they're disheartened by the work, or maybe by the fact that they are not able to criticize the work of this filmmaker too much, so they are put off by the work, right? So the correct option can be option 1, right? But we'll see the others also. Put out means to put out means to blow, This is not the correct option. Put out means when we blow off a candle, when we extinguish something, that we call putting out. And also puts up with means to adjust with someone, live with someone, or to adjust with someone, right? So this also cannot fit in the second blank. So the correct option here is option 1, captivates and puts off, right? Now moving ahead, this is the fourth pattern. In these type of questions we get double blanks and the order is not defined, right? So here what comes handy is your vocabulary as well as your grammar, because it helps you to know that what kind of word, what part of speech should fit in the first blank, and then you can choose it from the given options, and what part of speech fits in the second blank, that also you can choose from the given options, right? And obviously your vocabulary also helps, right? So here let's read this one. Chief Economic Advisor Arvind Subramaniam had dash the creation of. Now here when we, as soon as we read this and we have a glance at the options, we know that option 3 fits in best here. Had suggested the creation of a public sector asset rehabilitation agency, right? So option 3, the word 3 is given in option 2 and in option 4, right? So we will see if 4 in blank 2, then we will see that 4 says dismantle, 1 says unable, right? To deal with what he described as India's festering twin balance sheet problem. By this he meant over-leveraged corporates dash to service, right? So here as soon as we read this, we know it is unable to service, right? So because they are not able to service debt or invest afresh, okay? So this is they are talking about something bad that is happening to corporates, right? So the correct option here should be option 4, 3 and 1, all right? Now friends, before we move ahead, I would like to tell you about our IBPS RRB Scale 2 GBO and Scale 3 online course that we are offering at iExamB. In this course, you get video lessons, study notes, practice tests, live sessions, and you get guidance till the interview. So friends, if you want some hand holding, or you want that we discuss all the type of questions that come in the exam, help you prepare for it, and also guide you till the end to achieve your vision of becoming a banking officer, then you can enroll to our course, and also you can visit our website and have a look at the demo first. And if you want to enroll the course, if you like the demo and if you want to enroll to the course, you can use the code of B40 to get a flat 40% off. So friends, I'm sure you will make the best of this offer. So friends, moving to pattern 5, here we get one word which is to be filled in 2 sentences. So we have to choose one such word, all right? Now here what helps is your vocabulary, and you should know the kind of usage that these words have, right? So when we read this, deliberate practice dash to a special type of practice, right? That is purposeful and systematic, okay? So now moving here also, whenever I meet Sheena, she always dash to her mother's boutique for shopping new dresses, okay? So now the moment we read this, we know the correct word here is refers, right? Refers means to talk about something or to mention something, okay? So it fits best in both of these blanks, and this is the right answer here. So this is your pattern 5. Now moving on to pattern 6, here more than one pair of words can fit in 2 blanks, all right? So here what comes handy is obviously your vocabulary and again your usage. Now here we see the sentence says the dash of students taking the SBI PO exam has been increasing every year, resulting in a constant dash on the bodies organizing the competitive exam, right? Now when we talk about the first blank, now you would think that amount also fits here, but when the students are countable nouns, then you do not use amount, you use only number, and obviously mass is not the correct usage here. So number can come here, this is the best fit. So we'll see where is B here. It is BF in option 2, and in option 4 also says BF. Now let's see F. F is stress. Does stress fit here? Well, let's read it. The number of students taking the SBI PO exam has been increasing every year, resulting in a constant, yes, stress on the bodies organizing the competitive exam. Means the bodies are facing a lot of load or stress, or responsibility could also have been a right fit, right? But since it is not given in the option, only B, F have given in the option here, so we will choose option 4. Now let's check for C, F also. C is the amount of students taking the, so again as we discussed, amount is not the correct fit because students can be counted, right? So amount will not be used, it is used only with uncountable nouns, okay? So number is the correct usage. So only BF, option 4 is the correct answer here. Seventh pattern. Now here we have been given 3 blanks and we have to choose the correct set of words from the given options that fill in the blank in the correct order, in the same order, right? So let's read this sentence. The creation of Niti Aayog was dashed to be a game changer, to dash new vigor and rigor in the policy planning process, involve key stakeholders and address the dash of the previous body, right? So when we read this sentence, let's try to fill here the options. Now in the first blank, the creation of Niti Aayog was, proposed is correct, and supposed is correct. Was supposed to be a game changer, to absorb or infuse or address, to new vigor and rigor should not be absorbed, right? It should be infused, right? Was expected to be a game changer, to infuse new vigor and rigor in the policy planning process, involve key stakeholders and address the what? Either the challenges or the failures. They need to be addressed, right? So here as absorb is the incorrect usage, failures is the correct usage. So here option 3 will be the right answer. So this is how we will filter out the options that are given to us. So the correct answer here is expected, infuse and failures, right? Now moving ahead to 8th pattern. Now here you're given 3 statements and in the options you've been given with 2 words only in each of the options, and in the first 2 blanks the first word fits right, and in the last blank you have to choose one word that fits in the last blank, right? So you have to choose the option accordingly. So now when we read this, crude oil price has dash, okay, so it has what? It has either increased or decreased. So here when we see, moderated is one of the right answer. Moderated means that it has been adjusted, right? Now the temperature is moderated by the northeast trade winds or adjusted by the northeast trade winds. So moderated fits both of these blanks, right? Now let's see if plight fits this blank or not. The government should be active and responsive towards the farmers. Plight means condition. So right, option 3 fills best in all these 3 blanks. So the correct answer should be option 3. Okay. Now option 5 also we will discard because it is none of the above, right? Now moving ahead. Now the last pattern, pattern 9. Here we have been given 3 sentences and 2 words, and we have to also see that what kind of word fits well in this blank. It can be any, either first can fill either of these 3 sentences and the second can fill either of these 3 sentences. So you have to decide on your own, and there is no hint that has been given. So now when we see these 2 words, emigrating means to leave a country and immigrating means to come to a country to settle, right? So leaving is emigrating. So I am emigrating from Australia to India, is leaving Australia, right? Though I am emigrating from India, right, he is leaving the country. And whenever we'll talk about to coming somewhere, we will say immigrating. My friends have changed ever since they decided that they are immigrating to Canada, means leaving this country and moving to Canada. Okay, so 1, 1 and 2 is the correct order here. Option D is the correct answer here. Here your vocabulary will play a very, very important role in these type of questions. So friends, I hope you like this video and you know now how to solve such questions. So whenever they come in your exam, just make sure that you just have to use your knowledge of vocabulary, and if those words are not striking you at that point of time, then make sure that you have to use the knowledge of your homophones or homonyms and the knowledge of your phrasal verbs. And if nothing is coming to your mind, just rely on the context. Try to read it and understand what the sentence is trying to convey to you, and then also you will be able to solve these questions with the help of context. So friends, if you found this video informative, please like this video and subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. You can also leave your comments in the comment section below, and feel free to download the PDF of this video from the description box given.